Let's get it started. Jets mini camp day number 2 was today, and we have a lot of standouts that I want to highlight. Garrett Wilson is lighting up Jets world right now, lighting up Jets mini camp. Justin Fields getting calm, cool, collected, getting comfortable with the New York Jets. Okay, so let's talk about it right here, live on Bleacher Report at the same time. Make sure you guys come through to Bleacher Report. We're really excited to talk to you guys all about what the New York Jets are going on at minicamp. This was day number 2 of minicamp for the New York Jets. Day number 2, mandatory camp. And the stars today was definitely both Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson. And we're going to talk about it right here on Jets Media, baby. So let's get straight into business and talk about Garrett Wilson first and foremost, because it has been an absolute joy to watch Garrett Wilson out there dominant. Okay, now I think we all understand that Garrett Wilson is a good football player. He's got 3 straight years of, 1,000 receiving yards. We're all expecting him to be elite, right? It's not a shocker. But no, he's actually dominating, folks. You talk about a player that Jets fans have high expectations for. Well, you best believe that this man right here is destined to have a breakout year. Now, what does breakout year even mean? What does that mean for his standards? I really do believe that Garrett Wilson, and this may shock some people what I'm about to say, I think he's going to have the best year of his entire career with Justin Fields at quarterback. I genuinely believe that. All right, so hear me out. We're going to break down why and all that stuff. And I think that if you're a Jets fan, you're seeing exactly what Garrett Wilson's doing on the practice field. This is no fluke. This is no, yeah, all right, he's only as good as his quarterback. No, he's quarterback proof. He has proved that he does not need necessarily a great quarterback to succeed. And I think now with Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson on the same page, it's only going to make Garrett Wilson better. All right, so Justin Fields has also been looking really good at minicamp. He's been absolutely really good, and he's been feeding Garrett Wilson. The chemistry that Fields and Wilson had at Ohio State is already carrying over to the practice field. And listen, it's minicamp. There's no pads, right? There's nothing along those lines. There's nothing like there's live pass rush. There's physicality. We got to wait till training camp to really see what this duo is about. But early on in OTAs and, of course, minicamp, Garrett Wilson has been the standout star, unguardable, just getting targeted like every single time. You turn on X and you read all of the Jets beat reporters that's at practice and seeing what's going on. They keep saying that Garrett Wilson gets the ball on the first 3 offensive plays. Like, Justin Fields is feeding him, folks. And I'll tell you this much. Garrett Wilson would not be shining this much if Justin Fields was struggling at practice, right? If Justin Fields is struggling at practice, I promise you right now, Garrett Wilson will not be able to make the plays that he's playing. And he had a catch at practice the other day, man, that was off the charts. Just off the charts level good. All right? And I wanted to show it to you guys because it's still mind-boggling that he was able to pull this off. Because you look at all the special catches that Garrett Wilson made with the Jets last year. Look at this one right here on your screen. Justin Fields flicking the wrist, side body, gets his feet in bounds somehow. Now watch the slow-mo. Wow, how did he get his feet in? I mean, I'll even pause it when he catches the football, and you pause it where his feet are. So he catches the ball. Look at his feet. He easily could just go down where he is. It's out of bounds, incomplete pass. But no, he has the instinctual talent of being a wide receiver in the NFL where he's like a ballerina with those feet. Watch. Whoop. Getting both feet in bounds. Catch. Again, this is just one catch in practice, but it's really cool to see Justin Fields being the man who threw this ball on the run with pressure to the sideline of a wide open Garrett Wilson down the sideline catch. And Garrett Wilson is known to be a man that is all about spectacular catches. That's what he's known for, right? He proved it last year that Garrett Wilson is all about the spectacular catch. I'm wearing a shirt right now that is Air Wilson. I mean, he had the catch of the year last season. And I think that is what's going to happen. I really do think that's what's going to happen again this year. He's a spectacular catch waiting to happen. And I think my biggest takeaway from OTAs and minicamp collectively has been Garrett Wilson. And now the next question is, well, Richie, when is he going to get paid? Well, shouldn't he get paid a big contract? I mean, he's due to get paid. Yeah, I hope he gets paid ASAP because he deserves it. Garrett Wilson absolutely deserves a contract, man. I am really excited for that. Appreciate everybody tuning into the chat. Shout out to BMAC. Let's go. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Zabby96 over here on Bleach Report as well. We appreciate everybody tuning on into the show. We're highlighting Mr. Garrett Wilson because I think he has been the star. Now, there's a lot of other guys that's standing out. A lot of people that were featured today at Jets practice. I want to talk a little bit more about Justin Fields because I have a feeling that we're seeing another version of Justin Fields. Now, we don't know Justin Fields as a Jets fan base, right? This is the first time ever being the quarterback for us. It's not like he's been here for a minute, but I feel like the opportunity he's getting here, he's taking it and running with it, man. He talked today about the leader that he is, and Tanner Engstrand, the Jets offensive coordinator, he talked to the media and he spoke about Justin Fields' leadership abilities. And what stood out to me about what they had to say is he's a lead by example type of leader. He's not someone that's going to, rally the troops with a speech or anything. He shows up and he does his work, and the Jets players are moved by it. They can tell, no, he's all about details. He's about his operation. He knows what he's talking about. He's got a quiet confidence to him that all the coaches and all the players have said about Justin Fields. And us Jets fans, we don't know Fields. We're learning about his personality. We're learning about who he is on and off the field. And it's cool to see the type of leader that he is, number one. And number two, hearing what Breece Hall had to say about him, right? Breece Hall spoke to the media today, and he had an interesting quote about Justin Fields, saying that he's very relatable, and the fact that he's young, he can hang out with them off the field. And I think that was a direct shot at Aaron Rodgers. Like, the Jets players couldn't really get on the same page of Aaron Rodgers in terms of relationship, right? You're talking about a large age gap, 40 years old to 20, young 20s. Now Justin Fields is young. They speak the same language, which Breece Hall said, they can make jokes and stuff. And I thought that was interesting how Breece Hall referenced Justin Fields and the youth part of it and the quiet confidence. He's about the right things. And the cool thing about Justin Fields, too, that I want to remind everybody is Aaron Glenn has so much confidence in Justin Fields, right? That is another thing. And it's genuine. It's not like fake confidence. It's not like Aaron Glenn's like, yeah, we'll see what he can do. No, it feels legit. It feels like this head coach of Aaron Glenn and this offensive coordinator, Tanner Engstrand, they genuinely believe that they can get the most out of this young quarterback of Justin Fields. And I'm really excited to see it unfold. Again, it's no guarantee Justin Fields breaks out. It's no guarantee anything. But early signs in minicamp is that the confidence and the belief that Justin Fields has around him and the belief he has in himself, they have a mindset that let's go shock the world. Let's go do something that no one's expecting us to do. And that's exciting. That should excite Jets fans, right? Now, I want to highlight Breece Hall because Breece Hall spoke to the media today, and we haven't really heard from him much, right, as of late. And Aaron Glenn spoke to the media yesterday, and he spoke about the Jets running back room, Breece Hall, Isaiah Davis, Braylon Allen, right? All these guys. And hey, man, if I'm a Jets fan, which I am, and you guys watching or listening to this, you're probably a Jets fan too. The utilization of Breece Hall and this running back room is going to be really intriguing to watch. I'm excited to see how they unleash these running backs, because we have three of them to be excited about. Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis, but highlighting Breece Hall, he said that he had a serious injury last year he was playing through, which he was. He was on the injury report, had a knee injury. Could that have impacted his play? I don't know. I mean, it could. He was not fully healthy playing through an injury. I'm not going to make that excuse for him, and I'm sure he's not making excuses. But now that he is 100% healthy, and he said he feels way better right now than he did in season. Those are his words, not mine. There's a new scheme, new quarterback who poses a dual threat ability, which opens up Breece Hall. And we got an offensive coordinator in Tanner Engstrand who loves to run. And he said that himself. He said, Breece Hall, that Aaron Glenn and Tanner Engstrand said they're going to use me all over the field. They're going to use me out of the backfield as a running back, as a weapon. So I got to be ready. I got to be prepared to be a 3-down back. And it's pretty exciting. I think Breece Hall's finally going to get unleashed to his full capability. We saw little glimpses of it. Let's be honest, man. And we don't know who Tanner Engstrand is as an offensive coordinator, but what I can already tell is there's a creativity, a freshness of Tanner Engstrand's role was how can we get our players involved in Detroit? His role was going up to Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, and okay, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, even Josh Reynolds at one point, Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, Laporta. They got all these mouths to feed. And it was Tanner Engstrand's responsibility to figure out a creative way to get all of them involved. And that's what he's doing right now. With this offense, he is going to find opportunities for every single player to get the rock in a creative way. We saw a report even from someone at practice, I think it was Connor Hughes, that he said, even seeing how the Jets are utilizing Garrett Wilson early on is different. They're not boxing him in just a wide receiver on the outside like Hackett did. Like Nathaniel Hackett was abysmal, folks. An absolute terrible offensive coordinator. We all knew that. I'm not telling you something you don't already know, but I think the Jets running back room is a really big strength, and I'm excited to see what Breece Hall looks like, man. I absolutely am, because he has a chance to be an absolute stud, and he's also entering a contract year. And why that's worth noting is because usually people that are on contract years, they have a little extra motivation because they want to get paid. No one's talking about a Breece Hall extension. We're talking about Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson extensions. But the funny thing is, it's Breece Hall, the one that's on a contract year, not Sauce or Garrett. Nobody's saying extend Breece. And I think the reason for that is he needs to prove himself. He needs to actually have over 1,000 yards on the ground. He needs to stay healthy. He needs to prove who he is. I'm not saying the Jets should extend him, but I think he's someone that understands his status, his contract. When you're entering your final year of your deal, you got to go be able to prove that you're worth the investment. And I think the best case scenario is he balls out and the Jets can extend him. That's what we want. It's what everyone wants. Everyone's happy. Now let's talk about another player on this Jets team who goes by the name of Sauce Gardner. When is he going to get paid? Is he going to get paid? It is a big talking point. In minicamp, he's been locking down, right? Even when Garrett Wilson gets a catch on him, he's holding him and not getting him to the first down marker. He's letting him know, hey, you caught it on me, but I tackled you, even though they're not doing tackle here. I'm really excited for Sauce because I feel like there's a level of motivation for Sauce Gardner because he has a lot of haters, not from Jets fans, some Jets fans, but a lot of people try to blow this narrative that he's not good, he's overrated. And I think with Aaron Glenn, he's going to unlock his full potential. Now, my big question is, will he get a contract extension, right? Will he get a contract extension before the season starts? I would hope so, but you never know. And I feel like looking at how this defense is constructed, the secondary could be a strength. Andre Sisco, free agent acquisition, I love. Brandon Stevens, we'll see. Michael Carter II is a slept-on player to watch out for this season. Like I feel like us Jets fans, we forgot about Michael Carter II, right? Last year, he was extended. MC2 was extended last year, right before the season started. And then he got hurt and wasn't really playing that well. And then we kind of forgot about him, right? I'm here to remind you guys about Michael Carter II. That's what I want to do right now. If you can give me an X factor of the secondary, it's MC2. Because I think he's going to get utilized very well with this regime. I think that Michael Carter II, the slot cornerback for the New York Jets, is going to get utilized properly because he can blitz the quarterback. He can strap up a man coverage, great zone. He's getting paid as one of the top slot corners in the league, and it's worthy of it. So this is if there's one player on this defense that not a lot of people are talking about that's getting swept underneath the radar, I would have to say it's MC2, because when you get paid the big bucks and then you just fall off the face of the earth because the Jets season was a mess, he was dealing with injuries, so he didn't really have nobody on defense did anything last year besides Will McDonald that you really remember. The only guy that I think Jets fans remember being anything positive was Will McDonald last year. He's the only guy you can think of like, all right, well, who actually had a good year that's memorable? It's Will. And the cool thing about Will McDonald is he's the guy that I have been saying all along that Will McDonald if there's someone that's going to break out on this Jets football team to start him, I think it's him. I've been talking about it for a minute now, and I do believe that his athleticism is a strength that this team is going to use. His bend is fantastic. Ooh, I'm excited about Will McDonald, man. I really, really am. You should too. You guys let me know in the chat right now, how many sacks do you guys think a guy like Will McDonald is going to get for this Jets football team this year? I think there's a 13 to 15 sack range on the horizon for my boy, Mr. Will McDonald. So you guys let me know if you agree with that or not. And you look at what is happening at Jets camp. Justin Fields said today that he is expected to bring the wide receivers and tight ends together in the offseason for working out. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the whole structure of the offseason, after mandatory minicamp wraps up, which is this week, there'll be a long break between minicamp and training camp, 6 weeks or something like that. So then you're going to have to see Justin Fields. We're going to see Tyrod Taylor, I'm sure, with Garrett Wilson and everybody working out at a local high school field or wherever the case is. That's going to be fun. We always see it every year. There's going to be a long break, and I think this team can really bond. And I believe in this offense so much from a personnel standpoint, man. And Justin Fields just kind of has this moxie to him that I'm not used to. He kind of, people use the word aura. He's got it. You want to talk about aura? I mean, Justin Fields just looks good. He just passes the eye test. If you don't know anything about Justin Fields, about his time in Chicago or Pittsburgh, and the Jets got this guy, and you're looking at him on the practice field, running around, throwing dimes left and right, he looks like a beast. But this is practice in OTAs and minicamp. There's no pads. Every NFL quarterback pretty much looks pretty good at practice. It's all about, can you translate it to the field? And I want to talk about the biggest thing that everybody's bringing up regarding Justin Fields and what does he need to improve on the most. Where has Justin Fields struggled in his career? A lot of people say he holds the ball a little bit too long, which is true. He holds the ball too long, Justin Fields, and he's got to figure out a way to improve that. And I think the way that you do that is experience in this system. And I think that comes with experience. I think it comes with getting on the same page with your players, with your teammates. I think it's a mixture of a lot of things, actually, about where Justin Fields can improve on. Because if things can start clicking for Justin Fields mentally, that's when everything unfolds. He's got the athleticism, he's got the arm talent, but can he process the field? That's what's going to make or break his career. Can things slow down for him? Can he go through his progressions? 1, 2, hit the check down. 1, 2, hit number 2. 1, 2, not there, pick up the first down with my legs. Number 1's there, bang. Aaron Glenn talked to the media yesterday after minicamp, and he said, my favorite play of Justin Fields today at practice was him throwing the ball out of bounds and living to fight for another down, and the Jets ended up getting a field goal. As long as he doesn't turn the football over, which he doesn't really have history of. I mean, early on in Chicago, maybe he had some fumble issues, but with Pittsburgh, he protected the ball fairly well. His last year with Chicago, he protected the ball, and there's been a sign of uptick in his statistics. There's a stat of Justin Fields' last 15 games in the league. It's not bad stats. And I'm not going to sit here and start, trying to sell you guys on Justin Fields to break out with this team or anything. But let me look it up. Justin Fields' stats last 17 games. Let's see, 17-game sample size, right? So in 17 games, in Justin Fields' last 17 games, including his time with Pittsburgh, he has, this is including the games he didn't play, actually. It's got to be more about 17 games, 9 touchdowns through the air, 4 interceptions, 85 rating. But that's included the games that he didn't play. I think that you look at Justin Fields and you look at his ability to unlock his full potential. I think the Jets are going to give him every single tool possible. I think which is why the title of this is Garrett Wilson, man. Garrett Wilson is the key. Garrett Wilson is everything. Garrett Wilson is everything. Like, if it wasn't for Garrett Wilson, I would not have this much confidence in Justin Fields. People talk about, well, does your quarterback have enough weapons around him? Does he have the protection? Does he have the coaching? All these things matter, and I think the coaching staff will wait and see. We have no idea if these coaches are good or not. But what I do know that's a fact is he has a wide receiver. Everyone's complaining about no number 2 receiver. I'm here to tell you, in my opinion, when Garrett Wilson's healthy on the football field, nobody's going to be complaining about not having a number 2 receiver because Garrett Wilson is going to get all the volume. He's going to put up ridiculous numbers this year where no one's going to be complaining about not having a legit number 2. As long as Garrett Wilson's healthy, Justin Fields is going to find him. I promise you that. And having a guy like that to lean on, especially a talent that he already has chemistry with, college, they played college ball together, bro. They balled at Ohio State. If they can rekindle that, if Justin Fields can bring back that swaggy at Ohio State with Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson and even Jeremy Ruckert, it's a possibility, man. You never know. Woo! Come on, man. Justin Fields, we're waiting for you to be that guy. Jets fans are starving for a quarterback, bro. Absolutely starving. And I think at this point, if you talk to every single reporter that has been at practice this year, they will tell you what you ask them, hey, what's your evaluation of Justin Fields? I really do think that you're going to get a lot of people saying he looked good. Yeah, I haven't seen any negatives about Justin Fields. He hasn't been perfect. He's had some bad throws. Maybe he had an interception or two. Who knows? But there's way more good coming out of minicamp of Justin Fields at quarterback than bad. And the shift going from Aaron Rodgers to Justin Fields, it is a completely different experience. Aaron Rodgers, the established 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champion quarterback that's at the end of his career. And then you have all these high expectations. You're expecting greatness from Aaron Rodgers, and it falls short. Now with Justin Fields, young, upside, untapped potential, hoping that he can be good. We don't know. There's a difference between hoping and expecting. Everybody was expecting Aaron Rodgers to be great because that's what the standard is when you're that type of quarterback with that type of name. Justin Fields, we're not expecting him to be great because we don't know. We're hoping. There's legit hope, though. We haven't seen it yet. And I think like a realistic stat line for Justin Fields, if things click, is like 23 passing touchdowns, 9 rushing touchdowns, 3,400 passing yards, 10, 11, maybe 12 interceptions, completion percentage around 62, 63. Like, I think the Jets could win with that stat line. Now, the other question is, what's the defense doing? How does that look? How does the rest of the roster looking? Those are just numbers I'm throwing at you here. But the big topic, if you want to tune in, okay, what's going on at Jets minicamp? I mean, it's Justin Fields' show and Garrett Wilson. Like, they're the main topics right now. They're the main, especially Mr. G5. Definitely G5, man. This guy's out there making plays, bro. And if that doesn't excite you as a fan of the Jets, man, I don't know what to tell you. Now, what's the expectations for this defense? I think that's a really good question because I think the offense is stealing the show. The offense right now, they're stealing the show for us. And what does that mean? They're stealing the show. I think that everybody's talking about this offense because we're so curious of what it's going to be. But what about this defense? With Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilks, I don't really know what we can expect now. New scheme, new philosophy. Pretty much, I mean, not identical, but very similar personnel on the defensive side of the football. The only difference is we got a new corner, Brandon Stevens. We got a new safety, Andre Sisco. No CJ Mosley. We got some new interior on the defensive line. But outside of that, it's pretty much the same. So I think the expectations for this Jets defense under Aaron Glenn is to be good. Top 15, at least, in the upper echelon. If we're outside of the top 15, that's a problem on this defense. Because with the talent, like people sometimes highlight, well, Richie, Aaron Glenn kind of was in the bottom of the league with the Lions his first few years. defensively? Well, the roster was terrible for the Lions when they first got there. And then a few seasons later, they drafted well. They acquired a lot of talent. And then that's when the Lions started winning football games. I think this Jets team is way more talented than the Detroit Lions team when he first got there 4 years ago. So you look at this Jets defense with Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams, Quincy Williams, Jamie Sherwood, Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson. That's just 6 or 7 guys I listed that's really good. Like, really good. And then there's flyers like, what if Andre Sisco is a baller? What if Leonard Taylor III breaks out on the defensive line? What if MC2 makes some plays? Like, there's legit optimism regarding this Jets team on the defensive side of the football. So I'm excited about it, man. You guys should be excited about it. We all should be excited about it, man, because I'm not sitting here saying get excited because the Jets are about to win 10-plus football games, but what I can tell you confidently is that Aaron Glenn is preaching something that this entire team is buying into. You see it. Everything that Justin Fields says at the podium, it feels like he's an extension of Aaron Glenn. Like, there's something going on here that feels good. Even Aaron Glenn testing the media feels good. Even Aaron Glenn not getting pushed around by the media. It's like, that's what we've needed all along. That's what the feeling is. Aaron Glenn is walking around on the practice field. He gets the respect from his players immediately. People are showing up for AG. That means something, man. That means something. And if you're a Jets fan, I invite you guys, buy in to what Aaron Glenn is speaking of. Buy in to this new culture shift. Want to know why? Because the players are. If the players are, why can't we as fans? Because I'm attaching myself onto this ride, and I'm willing to sink with it or go to the moon with it. I've been through a lot. We've all been through a lot as fans. And I feel like these last 2 years of Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles with the first 4 snaps, and then this past year, Rodgers fully healthy and still sucking and not winning any football games, I don't think it can get any worse than that. I think this upcoming year is going to be a fun, exciting season of young, talented football players trying to make a name for themselves, fighting hard, and hopefully we can build something special for the long run. You never know. Jets minicamp has been fun. Let's see if it continues. Let's go Jets, man. Let's go Jets, man. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been the Jets Media Show live on Bleacher Report. As you guys know, we're live on Bleacher Report every single Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST. We're going to wrap up the show here. We're going to be live on the AFC East Roundtable right after this, folks. So if you guys want to come support the AFC East Roundtable, come through, man. We need to get more Jets fans over there. We need Jets Nation representing in the AFC East Roundtable tonight. So click that link I just put in the chat and come through to the AFC East Roundtable. We're talking all things minicamp, all things mandatory camp across the entire division. I'll see you guys over there. Love you guys so much. Peace out, folks. And BMAC, thank you for the $2 super chat. Whenever I get super chats on my Bleacher Report shows, I can't highlight it because I'm live on Bleacher Report. But BMAC, thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, man. See you at Jets Media Day. Woo!